Tonight's coverage of high school football will start in 2 minutes. High school football on RoCo Radio, and your pregame show will start in 1 minute and 30 seconds. RoCo Radio football coverage across Rockingham County will begin in 1 minute. Ramey and Jonathan Hatley bring you high school football coverage with your pregame show, which gets underway in just under 30 seconds. The big hits, incredible plays, and everything in between and under the lights. This is high school football coverage on RoCo Radio, covering your Reidsville Rams, Moorhead Panthers, McMichael Phoenix, and Rockingham County Cougars every single Friday night, and sometimes Thursdays, under the lights, here on RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. High school football coverage this 2025 season is brought to you by our friends at Two Rivers Plaza. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today at Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. And Cooler Ice. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Cooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan at 6734 NC 135 across from Walmart. And visit our local Cooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reidsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Penrose Car Wash in Reidsville at 1509 South Scales Street, or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Cooler Ice, great tasting, fresh ice, available 24/7 at all 4 locations. 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons. At Cooler Ice, fresh and ready when you are. Our 2025 football coverage is brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community of Rockingham County, celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for fresh ice and local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your niece's sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin Store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. High school football coverage in 2025 is brought to you by Penrose Car Wash, voted number one car wash in Rockingham County. Penrose Car Wash at 1509 South Scales has been serving the Reedsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Penrose Car Wash, open 24/7, and find us on Facebook celebrating our 55th anniversary. Penrose Car Wash, voted number one car wash in Rockingham County, 3 years in a row. Football coverage in 2025 is brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859. Tri-State Steel, a value community member. High school football this season is brought to you by Circle Drive-In in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years. Located at 111 Boone Road in Eden, Circle Drive-In is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop by our old-style drive-in for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkled cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split. Or choose from one of our many menu items, such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, the chuck wagon, and so much more. Circle Drive-In, since the 1970s. For good food, stop by Circle Drive-In, 111 Boone Road, near the roundabout. High school football coverage on RoCo Radio this season is brought to you by Ancora Compassionate Care. When life brings tough moments, you don't have to face them alone. Ancora Compassionate Care has been a part of this community since 1987, offering serious illness care, hospice care, and now compassionate support through their counseling center. Their mission is simple: to be a supportive presence for life's journey. That's care you can count on right here at home. Visit AncoraCC.org to learn more about how they can support you. When comfort matters most, ask for Ancora Compassionate Care by name, just as they are a supportive presence for life's journey. Ancora Compassionate Care is proud to support our local football teams on their journey towards successful seasons. High school football coverage on RoCo Radio is brought to you by Shannon Moore and the team at River Lake Homes, LLC, your hometown realtors in Rockingham County. Local, experienced, trusted. River Lake Homes, LLC represents its real estate clients with integrity and delivers excellent service on the journey to finding your dream home. Serving Rockingham, Guilford, and Alamance counties with over 27 years experience and endless dedication, River Lake Homes ensures your real estate investment is a success. Looking to acquire or sell land, residential or commercial properties? Look no further than your hometown realtors, River Lake Homes LLC, a believer in local community and serving all of its real estate needs. To learn more about how our agents can best serve you, visit riverlakehomesllc.com or call 336-772-3221. That's 336-772-3221 for your hometown realtors. River Lake Homes LLC, local, experienced, and trusted across Rockingham County and the entire Piedmont Triad. We now take you inside the press box for high school football coverage on RoCo Radio. Here's Jay Ramey and Jonathan Hatley.
Hello and welcome into Thursday Night Football. We've got the Rockingham County Cougars against the Magna Vista Warriors here on a Thursday night. Got Jonathan Hatley here along with me. I'm Jay Ramey. How you doing, Jonathan?
I am doing great. It's good to be back at the Rock. In a lot of ways, it feels like we just left after softball season and covering that state championship that they won in softball this past year. But it's great to be back at the Rock. Looking forward to some football.
But this football field does not look familiar. It feels like a very, very long time since we've been in this press box, and it feels good to be back here.
Oh, absolutely. The view from up here is just immaculate, this stadium. Field's in great shape.
Oh, yeah, beautiful field. Looks like they've touched it up a little bit. And I love the view here as well, here in Wentworth.
Oh, yeah, you got the baseball field back there in the background. You got a nice, friendly crowd, good confines here. Comfortable press box. It's great being here. 74
degrees here in Wentworth, and it is sunny. I think the temperature is going to go down throughout the game to about maybe 67, 65 area when we get out of here. The sun is supposed to be setting at 7:52, and this game is supposed to be getting underway 21 minutes from now, and we're here on the pregame show to talk about the Magna Vista Warriors and then Rockingham County Cougars. First, let's talk a little bit about Magna Vista. So Hatley knows a whole lot more about Magna Vista than I do, just to be transparent. So Hatley, go ahead and take it away.
Well, Magna Vista returns a 4-year starter at quarterback in Simeon Moore. Good numbers. He's got a decent arm, good with his legs as well. And they have Navy commit Ethan Dukes running out of the backfield, a 6'1", 240-pound halfback who also plays linebacker. And for him to be committed to Navy as either a linebacker or a running back, I know what kind of quality player that is, having gone to their rival school, Air Force. Go Falcons.
So we've got our interviews coming up. First, we've got our interview with Magna Vista's coach. Let's go ahead and take a listen to what he had to say. I'm Jay Ramey of RoCo Radio here with head coach Joe Favero of Magna Vista Football. Coach Favero, do you like having this game be your first game going against a team that's going into their second game, or would you rather go in against another team that's in your situation?
You know, I think sometimes the best improvement you can have is from game 1 to game 2. So, you know, I would rather be opener for both of us because, you know, you're always still trying to work the kinks out. But, you know, that's the way it works this year, and it's okay. I mean, we're just going to have to come out and play well. And, you know, I know they probably worked out some kinks that they had last week, and hopefully we did. We got to play a benefit game, so which is similar, but not at the same level of intensity. So, you know, hopefully we can put on, you know, come out ready and start well from the beginning.
What can you tell us about Simeon Moore, your quarterback?
Yeah, he's a 4-year starter for us. He's played, I don't know, a ton of football games, and you know, we've had a lot of success while he's been back there for us. And he's just a calm guy who knows how to lead the offense. And you know, I expect him to play well. He's a playmaker with his arm and his feet, and you know, just excited to have him back for his senior year.
Who stands out running back wise?
You know, we've got Ethan Dukes. He's a 240-pound running back. He's fast. He's physical. He's a big boy. You know, he can do a lot of different things. And, again, he's a returning, you know, I think he rushed for 1,500 yards almost last year. So, you know, we have a lot of experience in the backfield back, and we're excited to see those two guys go.
What can you tell us about your wide receiver room?
You know, Tyler Martin's back at slot receiver. He's got great hands, adjusts ball really well, blocks well, does all the little things. And we've got Tay Scott on the outside and his brother MJ Scott on the other outside, and they're just explosive playmakers. You know, we try and get them in one-on-one situations and hope they can make plays.
What about your line, offensively and defensively? How are those looking collectively?
We have Will Mabe and Jarrell Carter Jr. are two, you know, they're 3-year starters for us, so they've played a lot of football as well. And those are kind of the leaders. And then, you know, the other guys are stepping up and filling in, and we feel good about rotating a couple of kids in there to keep us fresh. But, you know, Will and Jr. are definitely the guys who can, you know, make sure we're doing the right things up front. And any questions, they can help those younger guys figure it out.
lastly, when talking about players, who are some defensive players that we might be calling their names tonight, kind of big playmakers?
Yeah, Jamari Swanson's had a great offseason and summer for us and preseason here, and so is Josh Moyer. And they're two middle backers. They run well, they tackle well, they're very physical, and they just kind of get after it. And they're kind of what you want to be leading the defense. And I'm excited about them. And Simeon Moore's in behind them at safety, and he's a 4-year starter there as well, and he's got couple Division I offers in there at safety, so he's just an electric playmaker.
And finally, Coach Favero, what would you say your expectations for tonight are?
We just got to play hard, and we're going to make mistakes because it's game one and it's early in the season, and we just have to overcome them. And and I told the kids, when you make a mistake, you just play the next play and don't drop our heads or dwell on it. It's a long game, and go out and earn it, but don't expect it to be easy.
That was Coach Joe Favero of Magna Vista. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you.
So that was the coach of Magna Vista. He sounds cautiously confident. He's not overconfident, but he seems to be ready to get this thing underway and see what happens.
Well, yeah, Magna Vista is a perennial playoff contender. They usually finish either the top or second place in their division in that Piedmont region, usually vying for the top spot with GW Danville, who Joe Dexter and David Woods will be covering and playing against the Reidsville Rams tomorrow night.
National anthem coming up soon. Then we'll get you to the Coach Robertson interview, and then we'll be bringing you our Car Needs out-of-town scoreboard. Band is on the field, in front of the logo, color guard on the logo. Okay. National anthem coming early. Thank you.
The national anthem will be played by the Rockingham County Cougar Marching Band, conducted by Eli Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, if you are able, for the presentation of our nation's colors and the playing of the national anthem. Tonight's colors are being presented by Rockingham County's very own NC 961 AFJR OTC unit. Tonight's colors are being presented by the following cadets. Cadet Esther Franks, Commander. Cadet Braylon Dudley. Cadet Mackenzie Poole. Cadet Caleb Knight.
Beautiful rendition of the national anthem right there by the Rockingham County Cougars High School Band. Special thanks to them for that performance. So without further ado, we are going to get to the Coach Doug Robertson interview, head coach of the Rockingham County Cougars. This is his second year, and this is him right before game number 2 on the season, reflecting on last week and looking forward to this week. Take a listen. I'm Jay Ramey of RoCo Radio here with Coach Doug Robertson of the Rockingham County Cougars. Coach Robertson, what do you think of Luke Strittmeyer's performance last week in that dominant win?
I mean, he did everything you asked a quarterback to do. I think he was rushed for 116 yards, threw for 175, so that was obviously a good game. The thing I liked about him is very efficient. So he was 7 out of 10, I think. So he's very efficient throwing the ball, and then good yards per carry running the ball. Very physical, good leader. Made some mistakes, but that's expected in first game. But I thought he did what we asked the quarterback to do.
What do you think about the team as a whole?
I think we gave ourselves a tough go of it in the third quarter. We were in a position to really put them away early in the third quarter and made some mistakes. But after that, we kind of composed ourselves and finished the game strong. So hopefully moving forward, we can eliminate those mistakes tonight.
What were the focal points this week in practice that you tried to hit on?
The first, we try to, number one, take care of the football. Not taking care of the football hurt us last week. So we want to make sure we take care of the football. Making sure that defensively that we're flying around and make sure we're reading our keys, and offensively just execute.
What can you tell us about Magna Vista that you're going to try to kind of target in tonight's game?
Well, I mean, I think everybody knows anything about him. They got a really good tailback. I think he's a Navy commit, so he's obviously Division I back, and he's a big boy. So we try to focus on tackling his legs tonight and make sure we get him low, get him below the belt, and try to get him going, get him down before he gets going. Because once he gets his shoulder square, he's pretty tough to stop.
Magna Vista's coach told us that from week 1 to week 2, you usually see the most improvement in the team. But what's the hardest part about going into week 2 of the season?
Well, for us here in Rockingham County, we started school this week, so I think that's an adjustment. When kids can lay around all day and go to practice, or lay around after practice, that's one thing. Now you got to go to school all day, and it's like pulling teeth, after school early on, until they get in a routine. So that's been an adjustment. Other than that, I think you saw people on film now against a week 1 opponent. Now it's decide, all right, who are our guys, and how you kind of get the depth chart going from there, and who's going to be our guys going forward.
And lastly, Coach, what would you consider a successful game tonight?
We have to play a clean game. In order for us to beat Magna Vista, we're going to have to play a clean game. We did not play a clean game last week. In order for us to win tonight, we have to play clean, meaning no turnovers, no silly plays, no silly penalties, and tackle well on defense, and I think we'll be right in it.
That was Coach Doug Robertson of the Rockingham County High School Cougars. Thank you, Coach. Thoughts?
Well, Coach Robertson knows what his team needs to do. He's been in the game a long time, a lot of experience, good winning tradition at some other schools. He's got a good coaching staff here that understands the game as well, and they coach these kids up. And, his offense was very productive last week, efficient, and Rockingham County's defense always seems to be flying to the football. They've got 11 hats around the football pretty much any time, and that's what it's going to take to take down a powerful running back and a solid quarterback on this Magna Vista squad.
And here we bring you the Car Needs Out-of-Town Scoreboard. For the best full-service auto repair station in the area, visit the team at Car Needs on South Scale Street in Reedsville. Car Needs offers new tires, front-end alignments, oil changes, car maintenance, air condition, repairs, and the option of full or self-service Daytona gasoline. Our experienced mechanics will do a thorough inspection of your vehicle to accurately identify any problems, clearly explain what needs to be done, and guarantee each and every repair we perform. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Car Needs of Reedsville. We appreciate your business, and we are always available for you. So here we go, Car Needs Out-of-Town Scoreboard. Bartlett Yancey last week against Northern Durham, 44-0 dominant win. This week they'll be taking on the American Leadership Academy Johnston, and they'll be doing so in Caswell County. Both teams are 1-0. Carver, 8-6 victory over Parkland, very low scoring. This week they're playing the 0-1 Winston-Salem Preparatory Academy. So Winston-Salem showdown right there. Michael had a bye week last week, so they take on Wilkes Central in their first game of the year tonight, and you can listen to that on RoCo Radio's Facebook and YouTube page, as well as RoCoRadio.com. Joe Dexter and David Woods on the call. Wilkes Central is 1-0. Moorhead lost 0-46 to Northeast Guilford in Eden. This Friday, tomorrow night that is, they will be playing at Providence Grove, who is 0-1 as well. Both teams searching for their first win. Reedsville lost by 9 to Northern Guilford in a knockdown drag-out fight. 38-47 was the final score, and this week it's still another tough opponent, taking on George Washington at home in the Ville, just about 10 minutes down the road. And lastly, in the conference, Walkertown with a 55-0 win at Atkins, and they'll be taking on Parkland this week at home. Parkland 0-1, lost to Carver. So Walkertown, Carver, and Bartlett Yancey sees wins. Rockingham did as well last week. But Moorhead and Reedsville both 0-1. And Michael playing their first game tonight.
Yeah, and this week we've got a real treat. You know, we get the number 1 and the number 2 teams out of Virginia's Piedmont region coming down to play the number 1 and the number 2 teams from last year's mid-state conferences. And the top 2 teams in Rockingham County from last year.
About 5.5 minutes to go until game time. Rockingham County Cougars captains walk onto the field. Number 3, number 1, number 0, and number 16. So that'll be Isaiah Coe, Christian De La Cruz, Parker Upchurch, and Carter Lynn. They meet at midfield on the Rockingham County Cougars paw print logo, an all-black logo with R and C. I guess it's not all black. R and C written in white. I don't know why I said that. You know, if you're ever at home and you question, why did he say that? Just know I'm asking it too.
Magna Vista.
Captains shake hands. Still unclear.
Yeah, it looks like the toss winner deferred, and I believe they signaled that Magna Vista would receive the opening kickoff, so it appears as though the Cougars won the toss, and they will kick off.
I don't know what you call that. Is that an inflatable tunnel?
It is.
Okay. A very short tunnel. Small bridge. And the Cougars run through the tunnel with a North Carolina flag and an American flag jogging out onto the field through the lines of cheerleaders to a round of applause from the Cougar fans here at Cougar Pride Stadium in Wentworth, North Carolina on a lovely Thursday night in late August. Temperature in the 70s, sun's out but it's going down. And the atmosphere is great here in Rockingham County for the only team in Rockingham County with a win on the board.
Rockingham County playing it smart off that toss, putting the sun at their back for the first quarter. And with the scheduled sunset, they might be about out of the first quarter by the time they have to switch sides.
So things went their way. Backs to the sun for Rockingham County as Magna Vista gets set to kick off. Kicking off will be Tyler Martin for the Warriors. And the North Carolina flag was interesting because they're playing a team for Virginia.
I think that was pointed.
Now, they carried an American flag as well, and they're not playing a team from Canada. But still, they give one thing that unites and one that divides. Here's the kick from the Warriors. Drills that one towards the end zone, backpedaling, making the grab, and
a yard deep into the end zone. I guess you can't bring it out.
Interesting.
Yep, caught in the end zone.
Crazy boot, though.
Oh, yeah. It was
to bring James Thomas back into the end zone. Don't see any touchbacks, really, at this level, and we got to see one right there. So Rockingham County Cougars going to bring out their offense. Coming off of a dominant win against Southwest Guilford last week. Dominant in the stat sheet, that is.
Of course, it'll be helmed by quarterback Luke Stripmatter. 7 of 10 last week for 174 yards passing and 3 touchdowns.
So here go the Cougars starting this drive at their 25-yard line, 11:58 to go in the first quarter on the scoreboard. Cougars wearing their black uniforms, got gray numbers on the back, white lining around the numbers, a white paw print on the back of their jerseys, silver helmets with a black paw print on them. They break the huddle, bringing out that spread offense, single back, and a tight end in there as well, 11 personnel, and a receiver in motion. Fakes the handoff. Stripmatter drives to his left. He's in trouble. Has to throw it out of bounds. Nobody there. He was outside of the pocket. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that looked like Ethan Dukes on the pursuit.
Stripmatter last week went 7 for 10, 174 pass yards, 3 touchdowns, almost 25 yards per play. He also put up 16 carries for 116 yards rushing. So a double 100-yard game for him. Breaking the snap again, 2nd and 10, 11:51 to go. They're on their own 25-yard line. Sun to their backs. 2 receivers near side, 1 receiver far side. It's a 5-man front. Gage Rakestraw in motion to the A-back position. Handoff, up the gut. Went into the A-gap, and he's brought down promptly. Not sure if he got any yardage there. Looks like he was met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say it's a gain of 1. That brings up 3rd down and 9.
Unsure who it was on the carry there, but gain of 1.
They're at the 21-yard line now. Yard to gain is the 30. There's a wing back, 3 receivers set. Spread formation, 4-man front from Magna Vista. Here's the snap. Stripmatter pitches it to Rakestraw, who is brought down almost immediately. Got a couple of yards there, I think, on the pitch. Possibly 2 yards, but inconsequential in the end, as that brings up a 4th and 7 and brings up the kickoff or the punt. And Rakestraw will be set to punt. All-conference punter last year. Rakestraw takes a low snap, takes him a minute, but he gets the boot off clean. It'll drop it around the 49-yard line and go back into Cougars territory before one of them gets a hand on it. And unfortunately, if you're a Rockingham County Cougars fan, it looks like things will be starting in Cougars territory after the punt hit Magna Vista's side of the field and kind of went spiraling back into the Cougars side. So they'll start at the Cougars' 48-yard line. Here comes quarterback Simeon Moore wearing number 6. 3 receivers set. 11 personnel. 2 receivers near side. They're bunched up as he's going to hand it off to Dukes, who goes and is taken down. That was actually Joseph Spriggs, I believe.
That was Dukes on the carry.
Oh, it was Dukes.
Yep. Gain of 2.
Ethan Dukes wearing number 9. And he's a big dude.
Yeah,
6'1", 227. I had 227. I'd be wrong. Trips receivers on the far side. Face a handoff to Dukes. He's going to take it himself. Simeon rolling to his right, and the Cougars did not buy it. Flag flies in.
Looks like it's probably going to be a hold that's in that area.
But a fantastic read by the Cougars. 2nd down and 8, but we're waiting to see what the call is. Flag is down in the middle of the field at the 44-yard line of the Cougars. Holding called on Magna Vista. So even with the holding, they were able to bring him down fairly quickly on the option. And they'll back him up 5 yards. 2nd down and 13 now as they go back into their own territory for the first time tonight.
10 yards.
10 yards.
Yeah, 10 yards on the hold.
So that brings up 2nd and 18.
Second down, 20.
Yard to gain is the 38 of Rockingham. 3 receivers on the near side, motion in the backfield. Here's a handoff to Dukes,
counter to Dukes.
and his leg is grabbed by Gage Rakestraw, who does a great job in the backfield.
In the backfield.
Brought down by Gage Rakestraw.
3rd down now. They're at their own 45-yard line, and the yard to gain is the 38.
And 12 Gage Rakestraw
17 yards to go.
stepping into the backfield, making the clean tackle on the Navy commit.
2 receivers on the near side for Magna Vista. One of the receivers in motion. Low snap. Rolling out to his right. He's got a couple of people around him. Airs it out. He's got an open man. It's in dangerous territory. Knocked out of play, but it'll be an incomplete pass. And a fantastic job of defense right there by James Thomas. Didn't score the interception, but it might be better for him that he didn't get that one, as they are still backed up to 4th down and very long in their own territory. Both teams 0 for 1 on 3rd down conversions. Once again, great job by James Thomas, and this Rockingham County defense is looking good.
And depending on your punter, this could be 4 down territory. It looks like they're set up to punt. They have that tight 3-man secondary in their punt formation. And
Whistle blows.
Timeout Rockingham.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, just down the street, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store, located at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community of Rockingham County, celebrating their 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for fresh ice and local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross is also your niece's sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. Thanks for listening in, whether you're on our YouTube page or our Substack. Either way, we want you to subscribe to get the latest games from RoCo Radio.
And a junior varsity score update at the half. Reedsville is tied at 14 with GW Danville.
4th and 17 now for Magna Vista. Looking to punt. He puts a boot on that one over at the 20-yard line. Fair catch signal, and the grab is made. Kind of had to go over the shoulder. But ultimately, he makes the grab. So Rockingham County's offense is going to come back out onto the field. 2 3-and-outs to start off the game, 1 for each team. And Rockingham County, who will not be receiving second half kickoff. But they do have their back facing the sun. And that might play a factor in how the last set of drive was play called for Magna Vista. 4 receiver set. No, it's not. He ran off the field. 3 receiver set for Rockingham. Here he goes, handing it off. No, he didn't. He faked me out, went up the middle, and
they're saying
Magna Vista is saying the ball is out.
It's theirs.
And referee signals that he lost the ball.
Recovered by the Warriors.
Unfortunate turn of events as Magna Vista recovers the football, and they are in a very good spot. 21-yard line is where they're starting this drive off at. 2 receivers to the near side. Got one back. Going to hand it off to Dukes, who finds an opening. He keeps going, and he streaks into the end zone for a 6-pointer on the side of Magna Vista. 6-0 Magna Vista Warriors after Dukes, the massive running back, finds an opening, and he goes in nearly untouched. Nice downhill run right there.
Yeah, it was a little draw play. He just waited on the hole to develop and hit it, and there was no stopping him once he did.
He has nice vision. He's a guy who, a lot of these teams, he could just muscle his way through, but he waited, he was patient, and that put some points on the board. So after the fumble, in maybe just a minute or 2 minutes time, Magna Vista scored, even though Rockingham County had the ball. PAT is kind of line-driven, but it goes through. Whatever works, I guess. It's now 7-0 in favor of the Magna Vista Warriors. Quick turn of events, and you know Doug Robertson's upset about that because one of the things he preaches more than other coaches, who all preach it as well, is ball security. And that's one of those things. It wasn't like it was put into a dangerous position or it was thrown into a bad spot. Just
No, he just got stripped coming through and put the ball on the turf. It happens.
You go straight through. That's the risk you take. Thank you guys for listening in, whether you're on YouTube or a Substack. Be sure to leave a like. Leave some comments. Melita Hatley is an avid commenter. We love to read her feedback during the games. She also posts some score updates and our Substack as well. Publish stories there, and it's really picked up a following. We'd like for you to join in. Here's Magna Vista getting set to kick things off. 7-0 advantage after Luke Stripmatter was stripped on the first play of the last drive, and then on the first play of Magna Vista's drive, got a rushing touchdown of about 21 yards. Here's the kick from Tyler Martin. End over end. It'll go to about the 7-yard line. James Thomas goes forward, and he is smacked, keeps running, and makes it to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, stayed up after the initial contact, and now he laid a lick on him.
James Thomas is an absolute beast.
About 22 yards on the return.
And the ball is about to be spotted. They'll put it down at the 26-yard line, so better than a touchback. And Rockingham County will break the huddle. Stripmatter back out there. They've got a wing back. Two receivers set, one tight end, one running back. Stripmatter hands it off, going forward, and not much there. Trying to pick up this run game, not really working right now for Rockingham.
Yeah, just a little off-tackle counter play to De La Cruz. About a gain of 1.
Christian De La Cruz, the first game me and Hatley broadcasted together was last year around this time, and Christian De La Cruz was just an absolute menace to that McMichael Phoenix team.
Yeah, running, and especially on the defensive side. He wreaked havoc at linebacker that game.
They trade out a tight end for a wide receiver. 4 receivers set now and a running back. Stripmatter fakes the run, and he is met in the backfield and taken down by number 8, Tyler Scales, 5'10", 182 linebacker who's a senior as well, and he's brought back to the 20-yard line. That'll make it 3rd down and about 16.
3rd and 16.
7-0 lead for the Magna Vista Warriors. Virginia versus North Carolina action going on here in the county seat of Rockingham. 7 minutes and 9 seconds to play in the first quarter. Rockingham County's first home game of the year. 4 receivers set again, 3 on the far side, 1 on the near side. Stripmatter looks like he's going to throw. He looks to his left and just overthrows it. Not sure, kind of a flat route. I don't know if they were trying to set up a screenplay, but it was just out of the hands of the receiver, and that'll bring up 4th down and 16.
I couldn't tell who it was intended for. It looked like maybe Chris Thomas.
Yeah, I wasn't able to tell either. So Rockingham County goes 3 and out. They've had 2 3-and-outs and a fumble. And they bring Gage Rakestraw onto the field to punt. Here he goes.
Snap.
Boots it to the 50-yard line where it will die. No, it won't. It'll keep moving to the 46 of Magna Vista. Interesting that Tyler Martin, who's doing a very good job kicking and punting, is also the kick returner. So he is just a special teams guy all around.
Yeah, it seems like it. kicking off, punting, returning kicks. It's like, hey, we'll just keep this guy in the backfield the whole time.
Sounds like a fun job, though, to be able to return it as well.
Well, until you take a lick like Thomas did on that last kick return.
Yeah, I can't even argue with that. 7-0 ball game, 6:40 to go. First play of the drive. Magna Vista is going to direct snap it, and he is going to run out of bounds. Looks like he got
About
maybe
6.
8 yards. I think it was 8, but you might be right there.
No,
Split the difference.
7, 2nd and 3.
Me and Hatley are never right, but if you average us out, we're always right. 2nd and 3. Both teams still searching for their first down of the game, and we're about halfway through the first quarter.
Backfield.
5 receivers set. Dukes heard you.
Motion
He's going to
back.
run back there. They throw it to him.
he
Ball's
put it
out
on
on
the
the
turf.
field, but Simeon was able to go for it. What a job. And I'm not sure if they would have ruled that
And
an
Moore
incomplete
recovered it.
pass. Yeah, Simeon Moore jumps on it. I don't know if they call that an incomplete pass. It was forward. I'm not sure if he had possession of the ball.
Also 3, 3rd and 6.
So they will count it. 3rd and 6 now. They'll count it as a fumble. They almost went into motion in the backfield, and then number 14 stopped on a dime. That was a weird spot to see. Heavy set. 2 receivers on the far side, and a flag flies.
down.
Delay game.
Flag on the play.
5:24 to play in the first quarter, and I believe a timeout was called.
I didn't see a timeout signaled.
And
Delay a game.
Delay game on the Warriors.
so Rockingham County jogs back out, and they're doing an impressive job. They might be down 7-0, but not allowing any first downs from this team.
5-yard penalty.
Well, this, this Cougar defense with Mike Jebbia as the defensive coordinator and Doug Robertson as head coach, this defense always flies to the ball. They're always around the ball. They're solid tacklers, and they're fundamentally sound. And that's kind of been their thing ever since Coach Robertson took the helm, was just a good, solid, fundamental defense.
Stellar job by Rockingham's defense, but they have to keep it going. 3rd down and very long right now. Rolling out is Moore. He's looking. He's looking. Deep throw. He's got a man. He's covered well. And it's Strip Matter with the interception.
Strip Matter!
What a job. Incredible defense. He saw it well. Leaps into the air and makes the grab. And it is now Rockingham County Cougars ball, once again preventing a first down. 7-0 lead for Magna Vista. But the Cougars, they have to keep Strip Matter on the field. No rest for the weary. Just a great job there. Timed it perfectly. Perfect coverage. Hands clean of the receiver. And now the Cougars have the ball once again. Here's the snap. The aforementioned Strip Matter takes his time. He's in traffic. He gets James Thomas over the middle, who is going to get the first down.
Right at it.
The very first down of the game for either team. Nice find right there, and Strip Matter, who had a great game last week through the air, went 7 for 10. Takes his time, had to leave the pocket, had to evade a tackle, but he gets it out. 1st and 10, and it looks like that's at the 26 or 27-yard line.
4.5 minutes left in the first.
Strip Matter hands it off. It's an end run. Waits for a blocker and gets smacked. Holds on to the ball, though. And a nice run right there by Jalen Adams. Jalen Adams, another guy who put up some good numbers last week.
No, just about a gain of 1.
Looks like more. I think it was because it was kind of on the end, so it lasted longer.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Magna Vista still up 7-0. 3 minutes 50 to go in the first quarter. Rockingham County Cougars with the ball after getting an interception by Luke Stripmatter and then the over-the-middle first down to James Thomas. Line to gain is the 37. Fakes the handoff. Here's the throw.
Overthrown.
Way overthrown.
He just airmailed Upchurch on that one.
I think he was determined where he was going to throw it before the play happened, and he thought Upchurch was a little further away. So 3:35 to go after the incomplete pass. 3rd down and 9 yards to go. Rockingham County's 37 is the line to gain. Haven't been able to get past that 30-yard line. 4 receivers set, 10 personnel. 4-man front by Magna Vista. Stripmatter goes to his right a little bit. His short throw to James Thomas. Screen play, and he is wrapped up just by his ankle by Torian Younger. And he won't get enough.
Got a gain of 7 there.
Nice job, but an even nicer job by Younger making that tackle.
Yeah, good open field tackle. Saved the first down there for the Warriors.
So the Cougars get some good yardage there. And some better yardage than they have been getting all night. But ultimately it wasn't enough. And they get set up to punt. Gage Rakestraw is back there at the 22-yard line. He steps up into the punt.
Good punt.
It will be a fair catch signal by Tyler Martin over at the 37-yard line of Magna Vista. And this is where getting that first down and getting those yardage comes into play because you're able to pin Magna Vista further back than they've been all night, starting this drive at their own 37. With 2 minutes, 49 seconds to play in the first quarter. Magna Vista trying to hold on to their 7-0 lead. Magna Vista in their first game of the season. Rockingham County is 1-0 after their victory last week. Going with a tight formation. And then switching the formation around, trying to confuse Rockingham. Rockingham doesn't budge except for one player. He's going to hand it off to Dukes, who rides a blocker but has his leg grabbed. I believe it was Luke Stripmatter holding on to his ankle and bringing him down.
Like a gain of 4?
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 here. .224 to go in the first quarter. Here's the snap. Dukes takes it. He's going to his right, moving along. Somebody got a hold of him and limiting the damage to about 2 or 3 yards. And that, a guy like Dukes, you got to just limit the damage. I don't know if you're going to try to tackle him for loss every time, even though that's the goal.
Well, I mean, he's at least a 4 yards in a cloud of dust type of guy. You know, that's the type that if you can hold him to 3 yards,
4 yards and an earthquake.
You've done great.
Going to hand it off. He tries to push up, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Cougars
Nice
on
stand.
a 3rd and short, doing an impeccable job holding him back, and they might be going for it on 4th down, but I believe they'll bring Tyler Martin onto the field to punt it. He's on the field.
Well, he's on the field,
but he's also a wide receiver, so he might be on the field at all times. Martin steps back to punt. Incredible job by this Cougars defense. Magna Vista now 0 for 3 on 3rd downs.
Watch out for the fake with that tight formation in front of the punter, though. There's 3 options right there in front of the guy that could just catch it and run with it.
James Thomas and Braxton Dillard back to receive. Thomas on the near side, Dillard on the away side. They're stationed at about Rockingham's 24-yard line. Whereas Tyler Martin, who's got a boot on him, figuratively speaking, is at the 27. Delay of game.
Yeah, another delay.
I think they tried to draw him off sides and then just ran out of time to do that.
Well, they ran a guy out really, really late on the play. It's like they didn't have the personnel they wanted out there, and guy ran off the sideline to come to the far side and didn't get out there in time.
Flag flies. Here's the punt. Fair catch signal by Dillard, who makes the grab at Rockingham's 28, but there is a flag down at the 37 on the right side of the field.
Looked like somebody might have left a little early. Let's see what we have here.
I think there's a flag on the far side of the field, too. False start. So backs them up even further. 26 3/5 of a second to go in this first quarter. Magna Vista up 7, but they're pinned further and further back into their territory with these penalties.
And Coach Robertson's going to take the penalty and make them punt it again.
Fourth and short turned into fourth and very long. James Thomas near side, Braxton Dillard on the far side to receive the punt. Tyler Martin,
Coach Robertson playing the field position game here.
wearing pink gloves and pink cleats, is going to put a pink boot on it. Braxton Dillard signals for a fair catch, and he makes the grab at the 35-yard line of Rockingham County. Playing the field position game, I mean, they're getting in a good spot. I think that's where they ended their last possession, or even further back. So it's working out for them with 22 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Down by 7 points. No first downs for Magna Vista. 1 first down for Rockingham County, but 7 points for Magna Vista.
Well, Rockingham starting off this drive where they ended off their last at their own 35.
Four receiver set. Looks like 2 slot backs. 1 running back, no tight ends. Strip matter, holding on to it. He's in trouble, has to jog forward a little bit, and I think he lost yardage on that, maybe a loss of 2. And Rockingham County will be at their 33. They might let the time run out on the first quarter. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and they'll let it wind down. We'll head to the second quarter. Rockingham County with the ball on 2nd and 12. And Magna Vista up 7-0. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Shannon Moore and the team at River Lake Homes LLC, your hometown realtors in Rockingham County. Local, experience, trusted. River Lake Homes LLC represents its real estate clients with integrity and delivers excellent service on the journey to finding your dream home. Serving Rockingham, Guilford, and Alamance counties with over 27 years experience and endless dedication, River Lake Homes ensures your real estate investment is a success. If you're looking to acquire or sell land, residential or commercial properties, look no further than your hometown realtors, River Lake Homes LLC, a believer in local community and serving all of its real estate needs. To learn more about how our agents can best serve you, visit River Lake Homes LLC or call 336-772-3221. That's 336-772-3221. For your hometown realtors, River Lake Homes LLC, experienced and trusted across Rockingham County and the entire Piedmont Triad. Rockingham County jogs back onto the field. 12 minutes to go in the first quarter, or in the second quarter, as they switch sides. Going into a pistol formation, it looks like. Or maybe it's a little bit offset. Third receiver set. Here he goes. He's going to hand it off to number 3, who bounces off one of the men at the line of scrimmage. That was Parker Upchurch. Not sure who he bounced off of, but.
Looked like no gain on the play.
Third down and 12. 11 and a half to go in this first half. As Magna Vista leads 7-0, here's Rockingham County breaking the huddle. Luke Stripmatter at the helm for Rockingham County as the quarterback. 11 personnel, 2 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side, tight end on the right side. Halfback on the strong side as Stripmatter rolls out to his right. He's looking, has to throw it away. Very dangerous territory. They say the grab was made. extremely low. I don't know how he threaded that needle.
Looked like 12 gauge there.
But, it was only 2 yards.
Brings up fourth down.
That will bring up a 4th and 10. With under 11 minutes to play in the half. 7-0. Magna Vista's favor as Rockingham County prepares to punt. Neither team has converted a 3rd down.
Martin back to receive for the Warriors.
Tyler Martin, the lone one back there to receive.
Good boot by Upchurch.
He'll take it. It'll drop and go at about the 32-yard line. So Magna Vista at their own 32.
Around the 32-yard line. Warriors take over 1st and 10.
Oh, rough start offensively for the Cougars so far.
And they're playing good defense, but you got to put points on the board.
Yeah, this is kind of what we saw a little bit with Moorhead last week. Solid defensively in the first quarter. Offense had trouble getting things going. Oh, should have been a pick 6.
Just out of the hands of Noah Isley.
Right through his hands.
This is run up by Noah Isley. 2nd and 10.
James Thomas pats his helmet as they get ready for play number 2. But that shows something important right there. That's not just a missed opportunity. That's a sloppy play by Magna Vista. And that exposes a weakness in Magna Vista's play.
Well, that was a good read.
It might shake their
Isley
confidence a
jumped
little
that
bit.
route perfectly. He just couldn't come down with the ball.
They're stacking receivers on top of each other. 4 receivers set, but they're letting Dukes run it. Dukes almost got away.
Good
A
open
great
field tackle there.
Great tackle right there because, he had 2 receivers to beat, but they were kind of offset diagonally to him.
Jalen Adams on the tackle. Probably
Jalen Adams. It won't show up
And
in
they're
the scorebook
signaling
as 6
first
points, but
1st and 10 Warriors.
he may have just put negative 6 points on the board for Magna Vista. That would have been scary.
That was, he just shoestringed him right
He had
there
a
in the
wide open field up ahead. He had 2 receivers or 2 corners offset,
tackling.
but here he goes,
That's a
direct
direct
snap.
snap.
Dukes going to go forward and keep
Just
tumbling
powering.
towards the 50 and just 2 or 3 yards away from a 1st down after a massive run right there.
I'll tell you, they're not trying to disguise anything right now. It's just stamp U.S. Mail on Dukes' rear end and let him carry it.
He might not have U.S. Mail stamped on his rear end, but they're wearing white uniforms, navy numbers, red lining around the numbers, and then Magna Vista written in red on the chest. Straight silver helmets, no logo on them. Unless their logo's a silver splotch, I haven't looked. Hand off to Dukes, who's trying to get there. He's
Like a
bottled
gain of
up,
1,
presumably.
Maybe 2.
It was 2nd and 2 or 3. Wasn't a 3rd down play, or it would be more consequential. But they're probably going 4 down territory right here, so it doesn't even matter. 3rd down and maybe 1. And here they go. 2 receivers near side, 1 receiver far side. Quarterback going to take it himself. Quarterback draw. He got the 1st down. He's streaking
He's
down
got
the
more.
sideline, 30, and he's finally brought down towards the end after a big 1st down there. Got a 1st down and more, and the first 3rd down conversion of the night for Magna Vista. The first 1st down of the night for Magna Vista. Neither team has been in the red zone yet.
Well, Simeon Moore on the 26-yard scamper.
Moore tosses it on a
Little
jet
jet
sweep,
sweep.
and he is
Bottled
trapped.
up.
Carter Lynn makes the play. Carter Lynn, 5'8", 175.
And that was one of the Scots on the carry. Looked like MJ.
He looked like Michael Jordan, or it looked like it was MJ Scott?
MJ Scott.
Okay. All right. Making sure. Moore
Moore
stays
back
in the
to pass.
pocket. Here's the throw. What a play. Somehow breaks away from the tackle, and he rides into the end zone. An easy job there by Tay Scott, or at least an easy job after he got away from the vicious tackle attempt. And that would be another score for Magna Vista. They're now up 13-0. I don't believe they've been in the red zone yet, but they have scored twice on big-time plays.
Yeah, 21-yard rush and a 29-yard pass.
Momentum rest on Magna Vista's side as they set up for the point after. Looks like Garcia, as it somehow drops off the hands of the placeholder into the hands of Garcia.
Planted.
And he's tackled about 10 yards back. That was extremely strange. I think it was MJ Scott, the placeholder, and it literally just dropped off his left hand that he was trying to receive it with into the waiting arms of Garcia.
Well, he went to one hand the snap, and instead of catching it, he just kind of tipped it back to the kicker. Kicker tries to take off running with it, and he gets bottled up by 3 Cougars.
It was an odd sight to see. So here comes Rockingham in 13-0.
Well, if it hadn't gone
as opposed to 14-0.
It almost looked like it would have been a designed play.
I don't know how you design. That would be impressive if you could do that on purpose. It kind of hit his palm. I would be impressed. 13-0 Magna Vista over Rockingham County. There's 7 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the kick. Deep into Rockingham County territory. Here comes James Thomas from inside the 5. Jukes one defender, makes a miss, makes another one miss, makes a third one miss, and he's brought down at about the 25-yard line.
Good return.
Very important for momentum right there. Extremely important for momentum to get a good run like that of about 20 yards, making 3 defenders miss. I think style points do matter when it comes to getting your team and your fans back into the game.
Well, yeah, if you can make 3 or 4 guys miss on the same play, it kind of fires up your team, fires up the crowd a little bit. But you'll take positive yards however you can get them, no matter how pretty or ugly they are.
4 receivers set, trips on the right side. Strip matter rolls out, it's tipped into the air, and it goes onto the ground. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. Line to gain is the 35.
And right now, Strip Matter not having the efficient night that he had versus Southwest Guilford last week. 4 of 8 for 20 yards.
7:33 to play in quarter number 2. 3 receivers set. They've got a wing back, and they've got a halfback as well. Not even a wing back. He's up on the guard as Strip Matter throws it. Nice juke by Thomas. He went about 10 yards just east to west, and then he went a little bit too far south. So did the play. Third down and 8. Efficient night defensively, but offensively not so much. Struggling to get the chains a moving here. Only 1 first down for Rockingham County and no points on the board. Strip Matter in the backfield, trips receivers on the far side. Some motion in the backfield, 2 receivers on each side. He drops back, stays in the pocket. Here's a throw, dangerous position, and just a little bit overthrown towards Magna Vista's sideline at around the 45. Good arm, good placement if it was a little bit left.
That's going to make it 4th and 8 with the Cougars down 13-0.
0 for 5 on third downs is Rockingham County. And it doesn't matter how good your defense is if you can't score any points. Gage Rakestraw back to punt. He's at the 15. Here he goes. He sends that one to the 40. And taking it himself, going to his left. He's wide open. He's got a ton of room. He's still going 30, 20, and finally brought down at around the 22-yard line. That was an angry run right there, and nobody could get to him.
About a 38-yard punt return.
Incredible job by Tyler Martin. Not only a punter, also a punt returner, kicker, kick returner, any type of special teams name you can put on him. He's doing a great job at it. There's a flag down on the field at Rockingham County's 15.
Yeah, I wonder if they ran into Rakestraw maybe?
I'm not sure what happened because it's just uncharacteristic.
They're speaking, head referee speaking to Coach Robertson there. Yep, running into the kicker.
Yeah, uncharacteristic of the Cougars to just let that go. Something had to have happened. So that'll bring them up.
Well, a 5-yard penalty.
4th down and 3 or 4.
And looks like they'll re-kick. And that negates a big return by Martin.
Here's the punt. Whoa, way
And
over
that
his
is a
head.
boot!
Towards the 25, the 20, still
bounce
rolling.
and a roll.
Fantastic bounce, and he gets all the way to the 14. So we thought Magna Vista would have the ball deep in Rockingham territory, but instead, fortunately for Rockingham, it'll be Magna Vista ball deep in Magna Vista territory, potentially inside their own 20. Incredible job, incredible recovery by Rockingham County following
About 56 yards on that punt.
the roughing the kicker
What a
penalty.
boot.
Neither team doing well with the first downs. Only 2 all night long. But Magna Vista has capitalized on some key situations, and they're up 13-0. 6.5 to play in the first half. Fakes a handoff to Dukes. He's in trouble, though. Simeon Moore rolling to his right. Nice evasion. Deep throw. Cross field. And into the hands and the waiting arms of his receiver. Looks like a number 2 right there. That's MJ Scott. Incredible vision by Simeon Moore going cross-body, cross-field, and getting it all the way to the 45-yard line. Flag in the backfield, though. Or not in the backfield.
Looked like it may have been holding. Ineligible man downfield.
Eligible receiver downfield on the Warriors.
Some massive plays getting negated by penalties, self-inflicted penalties by Magna Vista. Not simple mistake penalties, but roughing the kicker and then ineligible man downfield. Things you just cannot have. I'm sure their coach is not happy about. 71 degrees now here in Wentworth. Sun is setting, and it feels super good out here. Football weather.
It's the type of thing that you have to clean up. You know, it's week 1 for them, week 2 for the Cougars. The Cougars have played penalty-free so far.
And that might be what Magna Vista's coach was talking about, and that might be the disadvantage to being a team that has no experience this year, going up against a team who's played 1 week. Simeon Moore going to hand it off to Dukes, who is tripped up, but not brought down for 2 or 3 yards. Evades the tackle. 5:45 to play in the second quarter, and it's a 13-0 Magna Vista lead. Virginia versus North Carolina showdown.
Well, 2nd and 13 coming up.
Wow, so he was actually brought back. Hands it off to Dukes again, who goes to his left, and
Gain of about 4 or 5.
he's starting deep in the backfield, though. So it looks like more than it actually ends up being. 3rd and 9 for a team that is really struggling on 3rd down.
Yeah, their shotgun's set up about 6 yards deep, and Dukes is starting offset back just a little bit from Moore on a lot of these plays.
Trying to ramp up to be more explosive. Not starting offset there. Play action, rolling to his right. He's going to throw it crossbody again into the open field to the open man, who gets the first down and gets all the way to the 38 of Magna Vista.
And that pass was to J.C. Milner, number 85.
From Moore to Milner. 37-yard line. 1st and 10.
4.5 to play in the first half. It's 13-0 for Magna Vista. Made it to about the 37-yard line. Here he goes, fakes it, hands it off to number 2, who slips of his own accord. And that was MJ Scott, who was unable to keep going.
Scott on the carry.
Loss of 1 there.
Loss of about 1. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, just kind of slipped.
Yeah, it's like he tried to make a cut, lost the foot, and just went down.
They're at the 36-yard line. Empty backfield. Rare sight for Simeon Moore, who's going to take it himself. Whoa, he's still going to his left, and he's going across the 50, across the 40, across the 30, across the 25, makes a defender miss, and rolls into the end zone for a 50-plus yard gain. I think that was actually 63-yard rush. Empty backfield, 5 receivers set, and he goes all the way to the end zone to make it 19-0 in favor of Magna Vista. And Rockingham County is just really struggling with the big plays. Only giving up 1 first down. Magna Vista hasn't been in the red zone yet. But the huge plays
Yeah,
are overtaking
64-yard
them.
rush, designed run for Simeon Moore.
Incredible job finding the opening. And even when he was running north to south down the sideline, he had the wherewithal to jump inside northwest a little bit, or northeast a little bit, and make another defender miss.
And they're set up to go for 2 here.
Trying to get back those points from the missed PAT. He goes to his right. He's in trouble. He's swarmed. He darts it in there, and it is knocked out of the hands of his intended receiver.
Broken up. Unsuccessful.
Fantastic job on the near side of the field. I think that was Braxton Dillard.
Yeah, I believe that was Dillard that knocked it down. Got a hand, tipped it, knocked it into the pylon. .327 left in the half, and Cougars have got to get something going on offense, down 19-0.
.327 to go in the second quarter. 19-0 advantage for Magna Vista as they get set to kick off. It'll be James Thomas and Jalen Adams back to receive if it goes far enough. Jalen Adams on the near side, James Thomas on the far side. They're moving right to left. It'll go to James Thomas, who goes forward, gets to the 20. Stutter step, another one. He goes backwards, and he's swarmed by 2, 3, 4 defenders and brought down to about the 10-yard line. That looked extremely painful.
Look like they're going to mark it about the 18.
Brought down to the 16-yard line.
It had to hurt.
17-yard line. 1st and 10. Cougars.
Thanks for listening in on YouTube or Substack. Tell us where you're listening from.
And update in the comments from Wilkes Central. Wilkes Central up 7-0 over the McMichael Phoenix.
Handoff up the middle.
Nothing doing.
How about straight into the middle? And just slam down there.
Looked like no gain.
2nd and 10.
Couldn't tell who it was on the carry. There were so many bodies stacked up.
Lights are on here at Cougar Pride Stadium as we approach halftime.
I didn't see any personnel changes. Look like De La Cruz for the no gain.
3 receivers set. Running back right to his left. Stripmatter's going to drop back, looking to throw. Deep throw. James Thomas is open. Tried to make the
just
grab. Got
missed.
2 hands on it in the middle of the field at the 45-yard line. But it was a weird angle when he jumped, and it kind of jumped out of his hands onto the Cougar logo.
Yeah, he tried to make the adjustment, get the ball was slightly thrown behind him, and when he tried to bring it up into his chest, he kind of threw it forward.
He did a great job on the route. And I've liked what I've seen from James Thomas. Remember, this is a guy who's a junior. He's not even a senior yet. So his peak next year is going to be incredible to see.
Well, he's an extremely athletic and fast kid. We saw it on the basketball court this past year, and we saw it on the football field last year, and we're seeing it on the football field again.
Whistle blows, timeout, Rockingham. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Ancora Compassionate Care. When life brings tough moments, you don't have to face them alone. Ancora Compassionate Care has been part of this community since 1987, offering serious illness care, hospice care, and now compassionate support through their counseling center. Their mission is simple, to be a supportive presence for life's journey. That is care you can count on right here at home. Visit AncoraCC.org to learn more about how they can support you when comfort matters most. Ask for Ancora Compassionate Care by name. Just as they're a supportive presence for life's journey, Ancora is proud to support our local football teams on their journeys towards successful seasons. Lita Hatley in the comments. NC State is up 10-0 on ECU. I'm assuming you're an NC State fan, Melita.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's a State fan.
All your life or go to college there? What was the reason? Hatley, you're her son.
She's
Answer.
just been a
Did she
State
go to
fan
college there?
No, she ain't
Stepping
go to
back at
college
strip
there.
matter. Here's the throw. Nice positioning.
Good
Tried to come down
adjustment.
with it. Bobbled in his hands. Did he
Called
hit it?
incomplete.
Almost. I think that was Jeremy Rosenbaum.
Pass from Strittmatter to Rosenbaum, incomplete.
Yeah, good effort there by Jeremy, who transferred over from McMichael. That was quite an acquisition for the Cougars for football, and will be on the basketball court.
Here's the punt. 3rd down and long. Rayshaw puts it.
Oh, bad bounce on that
Oh,
one.
horrible bounce.
Horrible.
Somehow went 8 yards backwards.
About 23 yards net on the punt.
Wow.
First and 10 Warriors.
It wasn't a great punt out of the outset, but then you get negative 8 yards on it. So now Rockingham County, who's yet to convert on a 3rd down and only has 1 first down on the night, has to give the ball up to Magna Vista, who's in, just, let's face it, very good territory. They're on Rockingham's 39.
Yeah, great starting field position for the Warriors there.
2:12 to go.
Empty
2 minutes, 12
backfield.
seconds to make it 39 yards. Empty backfield. Here he goes. Here's the throw. Dangerous positioning, but he got it to his man. It's number 81 on the play. It takes 3 men to take him down, but ultimately that was Jamarlee Shelton, the 6'1", 218 tight end. He's just a junior, but he's built like a junior in college. Minute 59 to
See what
go.
the call is here.
2-minute warning.
Flag is waved off.
No flag on play.
Looked like a gain of about 8.
Gain of about 8 yards.
South Florida is up 17-7 on 25th ranked Boise State, according to Sam in the comments. Thanks for the update. Four receivers set, 2 of them stacked on each side of the field. 1 running back in there, no tight ends. He's going to throw it immediately on
Wide
the screen
receiver
play.
screen.
First down. He'll get about 7 or 8 yards on that one. and get out of bounds with 90 seconds to go on the clock. 19-0 lead,
Enough for a first down.
but that's not enough for Magna Vista to be comfortable with. Still pushing forward, and the score doesn't tell the whole story because it's been competitive. It's just been 3 big plays by Magna Vista and no response by Rockingham County on the offensive side. Here's a handoff from Simeon to Dukes. Simeon Moore gives it to Dukes, who goes a few yards as well.
Gain of about 5. And with 2nd down and 5.
Spread. 11 personnel. Here he goes. Face a handoff. He goes to his right. End run. Pushes through the middle. And he's tripped up in midair and brought down. Simeon Moore drops. Whistles blow.
Like a gain of about 4.
Timeout Magna Vista. Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years, brings you this broadcast. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Monday through Friday, they're open from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipeology to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859. Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. Lining up. 2 split ends on the field. It's Dukes. He's got an opening and just follows the tackles, or follows the guards, as it made a beautiful opening for him, and that will be a 3rd down conversion.
Down to the 10-yard line.
44 seconds to go.
Like a gain of about 6, but we got Laundry on the field again. Oh,
Flag on the play.
I can
Face
literally
mask.
hear him saying personal foul face mask. How did I hear that?
Half the distance. And the first
He must have
and
said that really loud. I'm impressed by that. But ultimately, with less than 3/4 of a minute to go in the first half, here's Moore handing it off to Dukes, who will slide into the end zone for a touchdown.
touchdown.
25-0. It's Magna Vista in the driver's seat here in the county seat of Wentworth. Diversionary tactics by the cheerleaders as they throw out T-shirts. I want to see if one of them, they need to get a T-shirt cannon and shoot one into the press box.
well, Magna Vista will line up for the extra point here.
He drills that one. He puts about, 60 yards too much of a kick behind it. So it ends up whatever that direction is, I guess in Reedsville. Now 26-0. I don't know if it was last year. I think it was the year before we started broadcasting, but I was writing for GreensboroSports.com, and I still am. And I was going to the games at McMichael, and they had a T-shirt cannon that was just absurd. I mean, it looked like it would take out a plane, or it could hit a plane if they just aimed it straight up. It had some power behind it. We need to get all the schools that and ask them to shoot it into the press box.
That would be pretty awesome.
Because, baseball, it keeps us on our toes that a foul ball might destroy our equipment. A T-shirt's softer. 35 seconds to go in the second quarter as the Cougars will return. James Thomas lets it roll into the end zone. Good decision there as they'll start from their 20. Not sure if they'll try to make a push downfield, but I think that's what you've got to do.
I mean, you're down 26-0. There's 35 seconds left in the half. If you're going to go downfield, you got to take a shot downfield. Or you do a safe little diversionary play, something that could net you some big yards if it succeeds, but nothing too risky here.
4 receivers set, no tight ends, and 1 back in the backfield. Here's the handoff. He goes up the middle and gets about 2 yards as the whistle blows. And
Upchurch on the carry.
No timeout called. 20 seconds to go and still winding down.
Upchurch with the 4-yard run on the little counter play. 10 seconds.
Time still ticking. Strip matter in the backfield waiting on it. 7, 6, 5. Still hasn't snapped it. 4, 3. Snaps it. Hands it off. Going up the middle. Still got room. Gets the first down. And time expires on the clock. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Circle Drive-In in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years. Located at 111 Boone Road in Eden, Circle Drive-In is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop by our old-style drive-in for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkle-cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split. Or choose from one of our many menu items such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, chuck wagon, and so much more. Circle Drive-In since the 1970s for good food. Stop by Circle Drive-In at 111 Boone Road near the roundabout. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Ancora Compassionate Care. When life brings tough moments, you don't have to face them alone. Ancora Compassionate Care has been part of this community since 1987, offering serious illness care, hospice care, and now compassionate support through their counseling center. Their mission is simple: to be a supportive presence for life's journey. That's care you can count on right here at home. Visit AncoraCC.org to learn more about how they can support you. When comfort matters most, ask for the name of Ancora Compassionate Care. Just as they're a supportive presence for life's journey, Ancora Compassionate Care is proud to support our local football teams on their journeys toward successful seasons. Rockingham County's band on the field will bring you a halftime update and a Car Needs score update after the Rockingham County Cougars band plays some.
This year's Cougar Band production is entitled Primary and includes the following selections: New World Symphony, December 1963, When the Party's Over, True Colors, and Somewhere Over the Rainbow. The Cougar Band is under direction of Eli Wright. Assistant directors: Olivia Wright, Ben Jones, and Hayden Williams. Drum Major Ariana Chavis, Field Commander Jonas Jones. Drum Major Ariana Chavis, is your band ready?
quick stat recap from the Rockingham County Cougars. Luke Stripmatter, 5 of 12 passing for 22 yards. Lost one fumble, the Cougars' only turnover of the night. James Thomas with 3 receptions for 19 yards. Parker Upchurch, 4 carries for 19 yards. Cougars were penalized once in the first half for only 5 yards. Meanwhile, on the Magna Vista side, 6 penalties for 35 yards in the first half for the Warriors. Dukes with 67 yards rushing and 2 rushing touchdowns. And Simeon Moore with 64 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown, or a 64-yard rush touchdown. 101 total yards rushing on 4 carries for Moore. And he's also 4 of 5 passing for 62 yards and 1 touchdown. A good performance there for the Magna Vista offense, and they've held this Rockingham County offense scoreless.
Got the out-of-town scoreboard presented by Car Needs. For the best full-service auto repair station in the area, visit the team at Car Needs on Scale Street in Reedsville. Car Needs offers new tires, front-end alignments, oil changes, car maintenance, air condition repairs, and the option of full or self-service Daytona gasoline. Our experienced mechanics will do a thorough inspection of your vehicle to accurately identify any problems, clearly explain what needs to be done, and guarantee each and every repair we perform. Open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Car Needs of Reedsville. We appreciate your business and are always available for you. Latest update we've got from McMichael versus Wilkes Central. Wilkes Central was up 7-0. We don't know exactly what else is going on up there, but we're about to tune in to Joe and David's broadcast to check that out. But first, we've got college football is back in town. Boise State is down 17-7 to South Florida. Boise State is the 25th ranked team in the country. Over in the Big 12, Oklahoma State up 14-0 on UT Martin. SF Austin and Houston tied at 0. Jack State and UCF is delayed in the ACC, who most of you are familiar with. 17-0 lead for Melita's NC State Wolfpack over East Carolina. Duke, heavily favored over Elon, is kind of struggling right now, as opposed to what was expected. 4th and 8 on Elon's 23 in the first quarter. That's what's going on in the ACC and the Big 12. As in the SEC, the only team playing right now is Mizzou. They're up 9-0 on Central Arkansas with 2:22 to go in the first. And then in the Big 10, who knows? Who knows? I know. Rutgers is up 31-23 on Ohio in the third quarter, early into the third quarter. Buffalo and Minnesota still tied at 0 apiece, 24 seconds into the game. Nebraska and Cincinnati kick off at 9. Miami, Ohio, and Wisconsin kick off at 9 as well.
And Duke kicked the field goal from the Elon 28 to make the score 3-0 Duke in that game.
See, but they were favored by like 37. So.
Hey, you know, they first game of their season, too. They got some stuff they got to work out.
Goodness. Thanks for listening in. You can go ahead and tell us where you're listening from in the comments. YouTube, Substack, Eden, Reedsville, Made in, Wichita, Syracuse, Albany, Canada, Honduras. I can't think of any more cities or countries. Those are all of the ones that are in my brain.
Well, a rough start for the Cougars here tonight. gave up a turnover, forced one turnover, an interception by Luke Stripmatter. It's been tough going here for the Cougars, down 26-0 after one half of play. With about a minute left to go in the halftime period, Magna Vista's out of their. They just met over by their buses. And they've come back out to the far sideline.
I'm still shocked by Rockingham County's decision not to make an aggressive play towards the end zone.
Well, they were.
I mean, didn't even call timeout or anything with the 2 run plays towards the end of the first half. Melita's in Stoneville. I had to yell it. There was an exclamation point. And she's on YouTube. Thanks for listening in, Melita. Thank you all for listening in. And a thank you as well to Ancora, Circle Drive-In, Tri-State Steel, River Lake Homes, and Sandy Cross General Merchandise for making this broadcast possible. Also, a special thank you to Rockingham Update, big supporter of RoCo Radio.
And time has expired on the halftime clock.
It'll probably add some time to it. Cougars football jogs back to their sideline. They're on the near side. Magna Vista on the far side. Magna Vista warming up in the end zone to the right if you're viewing from the home side.
Well, the Cougars have made their way back to the sideline. Officials out on the field.
Had a nice band performance by the Rockingham County Cougars band.
Warriors still in the east end zone.
A very good crowd here on a Thursday night in late August for Rockingham County. Sun is down. Cheerleaders enjoying themselves as well. Rockingham County's football team, though, struggling to put points on the board, struggling to get their offense going.
Well, they're going to start off receiving in the second half. And maybe that's what Robertson's line of thinking was.
No, Magna Vista will, right?
Well, it looks like they're set up for Magna Vista to kick. Yeah, because Rockingham County deferred in the first half.
I think they won the toss, but they decided to receive, so the sun was to their backs.
You're right, because the opening kickoff was a touchback.
Because I was confused by it, yeah.
Okay, so Rockingham County will kick off to the Warriors. Going right to left.
Our concession stand located behind the press box on the home side of the field. Chick-fil-A sandwiches, Elizabeth pizza, candy, chips, soft drinks, Gatorade, waters, popcorn, nachos, pickles, and fried Oreos are all available.
So we'll get to see.
Here's the Cougars setting up to kick.
Yeah, we'll get to see the Cougars kicking game for the first time tonight, aside from the punt team. Jackson Ray set to kick off.
For the Cougars.
Heard his name called a lot last year.
Now they've got to push it down into Magna Vista territory for us to be able to call his name tonight. And that was a little short kick.
Gets it to the 16 and rolling east to west. Whoa.
Oh,
trying to bring him down. An incredible run.
Looked like we might have had a
by Trey Martin,
hold.
but yeah, likely a run. I mean, likely a hold. Every time we see a fantastic play, seems to be a hold or something behind it that's enabling that
Flag is
fantastic
down
play.
at 39. And we have holding against the return team. So they will mark off 10 yards back from the spot of the foul. And that's going to mark them at their 25.
So 75 yards to go, 11:51 to play in the third quarter. Here's Magna Vista. 3 receivers set, 11 personnel. Quick throw on the flat route. It's a screen play. He's going to move in and out before James Thomas brings him down from the front. Fell onto his back as he brought him down.
Tay Scott on the reception.
Gain of about 6. Second and 4.
Gain of 6 on that one.
Didn't look like second and 6, though. Or didn't look like a gain of 6.
Tay Scott stacked behind the receiver on the right side.
Fakes the handoff, holds onto it himself, keeps moving, in and out, and gets the first down. Think he goes out of bounds at the 45, and his run game is kind of a secret weapon because they don't really rely on Simeon Moore to run the ball.
Gain of about 15 by Moore.
But he does a fantastic job when he does it.
Well, he's leading the team in rushing tonight.
Which is crazy because Dukes is incredible. Over at the 46-yard line of the Cougars. Simeon Moore in shotgun as Jamari Swanson switches sides to his left. Takes it himself, and he's got a tremendous amount of speed. And that speed will earn him a first down and 10 with 10:21 to play. Drive started at the 21-yard line, about a minute and a half to go. About a minute and a half ago, not to go.
And Simeon Moore is just having his way with the Cougar defense right now.
Pushing the ball downfield. They're at the 44-yard line. Here's Simeon Moore. 3 receivers on the near side. Hands it off. And again, that speed, that evasion, as he moves to his left and goes towards the sideline before being pushed out of bounds. Jamari Swanson, who was quiet in the first half.
We didn't see the field a lot. You know, they pretty much went with Dukes in the first half. He got 67 yards and 2 rushing TDs, and now they've put Swanson out there.
Fakes the handoff, steps back, throw over the middle. Nice job in the open field before being brought down backwards by James Thomas. And it looked
almost like a horse collar, but he got him down on the jersey and not up.
He's struggling to stand up.
Tough play there. That was Milner on the reception.
Milner sits down at the 20-yard line as there's an injury timeout. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store, located at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community of Rockingham County, celebrates their 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross for local fresh ice and pure brand gasoline. with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross is also your Niece's Sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. Lita in the comments tells us that Michael has tied it up 7-7 in the second quarter. That's your Car Needs scoreboard update.
Phoenix tied at 7 up at Wilkes Central.
Simeon Moore fakes the handoff, takes it himself. He's tripped up a little bit, goes head on with a man, and is brought out of bounds by a sort of overly aggressive Jalen Adams.
Good tackle there by Adams.
It was more of an I want to hurt you, but I'm not going to type of tackle.
I mean, he just carried him out of bounds gently. At least he didn't throw him down.
Yes, yes. That's Hatley's threshold, as it is handed off once again to number 5. He's really picking up the pace with his legs. It's Jamari Swanson. And Ethan Dukes, haven't seen really any action from him in this second half. Not sure if they've set him down because it's 26-0 or not. That's likely.
Well, about a 3-yard rush there for Swanson.
Three receiver set, 2 on the near side, 1 on the far side. Tight end on the right side of the formation as the short throw is made.
Scott
He's going to dodge a tackle. Didn't even dodge it. He took it head on and made the tackler not be able to bring him down. 8:59 to go, and they just continue to drive this into Rockingham territory.
Let's see what we've got here. Looks like that one might be coming back. Like the chain gang might have moved a little bit early. I think we had a penalty on that play. Another ineligible man downfield.
Goodness. Time after time.
And that'll be another 5-yard penalty. Warriors have been penalized 8 times for a total of 50 yards tonight so far. And another score update, Wilkes Central just took the lead over McMichael 14-7.
2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Tight end to the left of the formation. Fullback, as that one is thrown right into the hands, or to the right hand.
Knocked down by Noah Isley.
Noah Isley gets his hand on it. Unable to come away with the interception. And that'll bring up a critical 4th down. I think they're in field goal range with what I've seen from their PAT kicker. Just how deep he's been putting it.
Now that'd be about a 42-yard field goal. Let's see if they're going to attempt it.
I'd like to see it.
It looks like they're going for it, though.
Pistol formation. 2 receivers on the far side. 1 receiver tight to the formation, fakes the handoff. He's rolling to his right. In trouble.
He's down.
Slides down. Picks it up. Throws it, and he's put down. Whistles blow. Quarterback Simeon Moore helped up by his teammate as Rockingham County forces a turnover on downs.
That's a sack in the backfield.
3-minute drive. They took it deep into Rockingham territory, but ultimately to no avail. As Rockingham County will take over.
Will take over at their own 33.
And that's about where they've been taking over with the punts and stuff. Only thing to worry about that drive is 3 minutes is critical when you're down 26-0. If you want to win, you're 4 touchdowns away, which means 4 possessions. So you want to get it as early and often as possible.
Yeah, you need some. You need your offense to get something going here. There's a false start.
Referee on the near side drops the flag as referee on the 20-yard line. Back judge will motion a false start.
Well, this Cougar offense has managed only 2 first downs in the game, and one of them was at the end of the first half.
3 receivers set. Going a little bit to his left and taking down his strip matter.
Yeah, a little design.
4 silver
run
helmets
there.
towards him as number 92, B.J. Dalton, pumps his fist.
Picks up a yard on the play. 2nd and 14.
Little strip matter with a gain of 1 there.
Here comes strip matter. 2nd and long. Going to hand it off, and he is taken
Bobbled in
down
the backfield.
about 0.3 seconds after receiving the ball.
Is that
Parker
Taylor Cruz?
Upchurch, I thought.
Also the cover. 3rd and 16.
Yeah, I think it was Upchurch. Like he lost about 3 on that one.
Here goes Rockingham breaking the huddle. Pistol formation now. Trips receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. No tight ends. Dropping back in strip matter. Under heavy pressure. Makes the throw. Almost came down with it was Parker Upchurch. Went flying out of his hands, maybe for the better. He was about to get drilled. And a quick 3 and out. So just no offense on the board for Rockingham County. Not the story we were necessarily expecting after seeing the numbers their offense put up last week. Nevertheless, Gage Rakestraw, the punter, comes onto the field once again to send it to Tyler Martin, who's stationed at the 40 of Magna Vista.
And another score update. Wilkes Central now up 20-7 over McMichael.
Special thanks to Carneys for sponsoring our score updates as that one is sent to the 45. Takes a good Cougar bounce all the way to the 25-yard line. 20-yard bounce. Or the 25-yard line. And a lot of that was just roll. .7:03 to play in the third.
I'll tell you, Gage Rakestraw had a 56-yard punt and a 48-yard punt tonight. Good numbers for him on that particular aspect.
Simeon Moore sets up in the backfield, hands it off on the jet sweep. No, he doesn't. He fakes it, and he keeps going.
Man, he's just
he is
straight
not
ahead.
afraid.
That is a brave quarterback.
He is not afraid whatsoever of that takedown.
Like a gain of about 6.
Gain of 6.
Almost like he's embracing the contact as it comes.
I mean, he's a decent-sized quarterback, 5'10", 176.
Makes the throw, dangerous territory, gets it to him, and he's going to get the first down. That was number 1, Tyler Martin, the special team specialist, who's also a wide receiver, as a bat flies over the field.
Gain of 5. First and 10.
Yeah, I thought that the Cougars might come down with that one. I don't know how Martin even caught it.
Tight formation. He's swarmed. Throws
He got
it.
hit.
Dangerous territory. It's intercepted. Rockingham County Cougars with their second interception of the night.
Is that Thomas?
And this time it will be, I don't think that's Thomas. I think it's either number 8,
Was it Malachi
Bryant, or Isaiah Coe. So Malachi Bryant gives the Cougars some much-needed momentum as they finally put the ball in Magna Vista territory. Is this the first time tonight that the ball has been on Magna Vista's side of the field?
Yeah,
and the Cougars have had the ball?
First time that we've had it across the 50 in Magna Vista territory.
So the Cougars now, after the interception by Malachi Bryant, are 49 yards away from their first score. 6 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the third. Here's a snap. Straight up the gut on the quarterback draw into the A-gap is Luke Stripmatter.
And a Magna Vista player is down.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Shannon Moore and the team at River Lake Homes, LLC, your hometown realtors in Rockingham County. Local, experience, trusted. River Lake Homes, LLC represents its real estate clients with integrity and delivers excellent service on the journey to finding your dream home. Serving Rockingham County, Guilford County, and Alamance County with over 27 years of experience and endless dedication, River Lake Homes is your real estate investment success. And if you're looking to acquire or sell land, residential or commercial properties, look no further than River Lake Homes, your hometown realtors. They believe in local community and serving all of its real estate needs. To learn more about how our agents can best serve you, visit riverlakehomesllc.com or call 336-772-3221. That's 336-772-3221 for your hometown realtors. River Lake Homes, LLC, local, experience, trusted across Rockingham County and the entire Piedmont Triad. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Circle Driving in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years. Located at 111 Boone Road in Eden, Circle Driving is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop our old-style drive-in for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkle-cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split, or choose from one of our many menu items, such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, chuck wagon, and so much more. Circle Drive-In since the 70s. For good food, stop by Circle Drive-In at 111 Boone Road, near the traffic circle.
We still have a Magna Vista player down on the field. Haven't been able to get a number to see who it is yet.
Looks like it's something on his leg.
Yeah, they're stretching that leg out. Could be a cramp. With the stretching that they're doing, it looked like it could be his hamstring, possibly a knee. And they're trying to help him up. He's up, and he's walking off with assistance. That's one of those big D linemen. Looks like possibly number 69, Keith Hairston.
Not sure, but prayers for him as he walks off the field. 5:56 to go in the third quarter. Second and about 8 to go. Line to gain is the 39. Rockingham County finally on Magna Vista's side of the field, down 26-0. Stripmatter looking towards those receivers. Throws it over the middle into dangerous territory as it drops out of the hands of his intended receiver. Bounced off the defender running up behind him, but he had so much momentum he didn't even have time to think to put his hands on it. And that brings up third down and long.
He wasn't thinking about putting his hands on it. He was thinking about laying a lick.
And the Cougars are facing the dire possibility of another 3 and out. Now in the best field position they've been put in after the interception on Magna Vista's side of the field. Third and long. 3 receivers set, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Magna Vista chasing after Stripmatter. Stripmatter's in trouble. Stripmatter is swarmed. Stripmatter is taken down on his own 45. And an exceptionally frustrating outcome for these Cougars.
Looked like about half of the defensive line was in on that tackle for Magna Vista. Loss of 8 on the sack.
So with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, down 26 points to 0.
We'll see 12-gauge Rakestraw back there to punt again.
Rakestraw puts his cleat on the football and
Good
will
punt.
send it back. It'll go out of bounds towards
At about the 23.
a cameraman at the 23.
Rakestraw's punt rolls out of bounds at the 24-yard line. First and 10 Warriors.
4:43 to play in the third quarter as Magna Vista takes over once again. Sam in the comments, South Florida now up 31-7 over 25th ranked Boise State.
Well, the Broncos are definitely on upset alert.
And it's just Thursday of week 1. I mean,
What a start.
such is college football. 5-man front on the Cougars side. Here's the handoff in the backfield. Changed directions, but still couldn't make it far past the line of scrimmage.
Looked like no gain on the play.
No gain. Second and 10.
Couldn't tell who was on the carry.
4.5 to go in the third. Thanks for listening in on YouTube or Substack to RoCo Radio's coverage of Thursday Night Football. Rockingham County 0 to Magna Vista's 26. Fakes a handoff, takes his time. Simeon Moore evades one tackle, keeps rolling to his left. He's on the far side of the field, streaking down the sidelines on the hash marks. Still going, following one tackler, and he's finally brought down, tripped up at the 45-yard line after a massive gain of about 30. Making it all the way to Rockingham County's 45-yard line. And again, the Cougars, they were doing well earlier in the play-to-play, but they are struggling against the big play now. Scratch that, he was down at the Cougars' 48-yard line. But still a massive play. And that'll be another first down and 10. They only have one first down in the first half, but innumerable ones in the second half so far.
Little play action pass, a short gainer.
Very quick one to Tay Scott.
Moore to Scott on reception. Gain of about 3. Second and 7.
Fans still seem to be having a good time, though. Very good crowd here. Likely because there's no competition from other schools in the area, unless you were going to drive all the way to the mountains for Wilkes Central to see McMichael. So fans from all over can see this. Dropping back
That
as
was
there's a
ball dead.
flag in the secondary. Whistling the play dead very quickly.
Not sure what that signal was.
Raise the roof.
Signal to put time back on.
I was close.
Penalty on the Cougars. Second and 2.
They're at the 40-yard line. A second and 2 coming up for Magna Vista. Rockingham County showing a 5-man front. 3 receivers set as they hand this one off to number 5. And he's just got an extreme quickness on those feet. He gets the first down. He's pushed ahead a little bit despite being surrounded by black jerseys of Rockingham County as Jamari Swanson putting on a show tonight. 5'8", 192, very light on his feet. Two and a half to play now in the third, and the Cougars are running out of time, specifically because the run game has really unlocked for these Warriors. Hands it off to Swanson again, who goes up the gut and is taken down after 4 or 5 yards.
Swanson on the carry.
But, I mean, you get that small gainage every play, and that's a touchdown. Eventually. And it's odd because they seem to be able to shut down Dukes with their run defense, but maybe they focus too much on how to stop him during the week. And now they're just struggling to shut down the other guys. Here's a snap. Face it to Swanson. Here's the throw. Over the middle. He's wide open in the center of the field. And Tay Scott will glide into the end zone, through the end zone. Went to the black court behind the field goal, and he will chest bump his teammates. It's now 32-0. An astronomical lead for Magna Vista, and they have bled a lot of time off this clock. Minute 34 to go in the third, and let's see if Melita has a happy update for us from Wilkes County. No, she does not. 26-7, 36 seconds to go in the first half. McMichael down to Wilkes Central. That's your Car Needs out-of-town score update. Brought to you by Car Needs and Melita Hatley, as that one is booted through the uprights and into the fence where the trees are, way behind there. With 94 seconds to play in the third quarter, it's a 33-0 advantage for the Magna Vista Warriors. Thanks for joining us, whether you're on YouTube or Substack. Our fastly growing, is fastly a word? Hold on. I don't know. Hadley's not answering. Our quickly growing Substack recently reached over 100 subscribers, and you can become one of them too. We publish stories there as well as broadcasting our games. You can listen live there, leave comments, like this, share this. And you can do the same on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube as well. That's where most of you are probably listening tonight. Melita Hatley and Sam in the comments section. If you want to see what they're talking about.
I was looking up that call where the official crossed his hand over his heart, and it was a substitution infraction against the Cougars.
Okay. So a touchback. After some incredible kicking, we've seen some good kicking tonight from Magna Vista.
Now, Cougars will start from their own 20 after the touchback.
So here are the Cougars just trying to get something going. Trying to put some offense on the board. Maybe go out of here without the shutout. Here's the snap. He'll hand it off. Think he took it straight up the gut. Maybe a yard.
A little off-guard play. Gain of a couple.
70 seconds to go in the third quarter. It's 33-0 Magna Vista Warriors. As Rockingham sets back up. Second and about 8.
And another score update for our Car Needs scoreboard. Elon has tied it up against Duke. It is
what
a
in
10-all
the world?
Score.
There's the handoff, and he is brought down in the backfield. Yeah, that Duke Elon score is very unexpected.
Loss of 3 on that play.
Quarter of a minute to go as Rockingham sets up again. Third down and long, and they got to get something. Not another 3 and out at least. Looks like they're going to take this one to the fourth quarter. 3, 2, 1. Yes, they will. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Ancora Compassionate Care. When life brings tough moments, you don't have to face them alone. Ancora has been part of this community since 1987, offering serious illness care, hospice care, and now compassionate support through their counseling center. Their mission is simple, to be a supportive presence for life's journey. That's care you can count on right here at home. Visit AncoraCC.org to learn more about how they can support you. When comfort matters most, ask for Ancora Compassionate Care by name. They're supportive presence for life's journey, and they're also proud to support our local football teams on their journeys towards successful seasons. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Circle Driving in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years. Located at 111 Boone Road in Eden, Circle Driving is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop by our old-style drive-in for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkle cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split. Or choose from one of our many menu items such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, chuck wagon, and so much more. Circle Drive-In since the 1970s. For good food, stop by Circle Drive-In at 111 Boone Road, near the traffic circle. Yeah, just for reference, man, ESPN had Duke with a 97.4% chance to win it going into the game. And they're now tied with Elon 10-10 with 3.5 to go in the first half. Carneades College scoreboard update. Here in Wentworth, things aren't as pretty, as there's fake handoff and a run up the middle. 3rd down and 10 turns into 4th down and 10.
Yeah, it looked like a gain of 1.
And they'll have to punt it off again. 11:40 to go in this game, and it is not looking pretty.
And Rakestraw lined up at 5 to punt again.
Sort of a silent hush over this Cougar Pride Stadium as Gage Rakestraw, whose right leg has to be getting tired, prepares to kick it off again. Takes sort of a low snap, gets it off clean again.
Good punt.
Spirals in the air. It's taken at the 43 by number 1. He dodges one tackle, makes him miss. Going to his right, streaking down the sideline, somehow still going. What in the world? Flag flies at the end of the play, so this might be brought back. But Tyler Martin is very hyped up after another return. They looked very good, but the last time he had an incredible return, it was also brought back for a penalty against the Magna Vista Warriors.
Flags all over the place.
We'll see which one cancels out, or if any of them cancel out, and we'll see if this play is called back. But Tyler Martin, I'm incredibly impressed by his play.
That was a good return. Took it up the right sideline, had a wall of blockers.
Even if there are holds and things of that nature tonight, with these plays he's been making, he's still been making the plays. He's been doing an incredible job, I think, when it comes to returning the ball, when it comes to kicking the ball.
Now, it looks like the holding penalty was called at the 33 of the Cougars, and it'll be marked back 10 yards to put Magna Vista starting at the
43.
Cougar 43.
Magna Vista wearing only silver on their helmets, no logo on them. I like how they look. I think they look good. If they're playing a team that's not Rockingham County, who's also wearing silver helmets. He's going to do a quick throw. Dangerous territory, but he gets the first down, and still trucking along is his intended receiver after the nice play. There's a moth in the press box.
Good pass from Moore to Martin. Gain of about 15 on the play.
26-yard line, first down.
Ten and a half to go in the game as Simeon Morris swarms,
there.
and he still throws it into the arms of his intended receiver. What a job! And he puts it right in the hands of Tyler Martin, who glides into the end zone. A phenomenal job as he is drilled on the way down. He also drills his target in the hands for another score to make it 39-0.
Great throw under pressure by Simeon Moore.
Not even under pressure.
Well, I mean, that was an all-out blitz.
That was whatever's worse than pressure. I don't know. Do we have a word for worse than pressure?
That was, if you didn't get rid of the ball, you were going to die.
Well, he did get rid of the ball, and he also died with it. So, I mean.
I mean, great pass there.
39-0, and this makes it still 39-0. 10:23 to play. Tri-State Steel in Reedsville has been distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Their clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit our 6,000 square foot fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859. Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. 10:23 to go. And I will cry on air if there's another touchdown by Magna Vista and they leave it at that, and that's another 46-0 game. Because that means we're cursed, man. I mean, 46 isn't even a common football score.
Right.
So
that's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
Yes, it will. Thanks for joining us on Substack or YouTube here with RoCo Radio. Bringing you another year of exciting high school football coverage. Rockingham County presumably will drop to 1-1.
Well, with the lead being 35 points or more, the clock's going to roll here.
I think they've got it. I believe in them. I don't know if I do. But I believe in this team as a whole. I don't believe they'll win this game, but I believe in the Rockingham County Cougars.
Well, one thing about the Cougars is they never quit. No matter how far they are out of a game, they're going to give 100% every play.
You're exactly right. Here's a handoff from Strip Matter, and going.
I think it was to Bryant.
Yeah, Malachi Bryant.
Gain of about 1.
And there's sort of a size mismatch between the lines of Rockingham County and Magna Vista. Just a larger O-line, D-line for Magna Vista.
Yeah, the Warriors have got some big guys out there and a lot of depth with a 50-plus man roster.
Yeah, it's not just having the big guys. It's having the big guys who can also stay fresh by subbing them out. There's the handoff. Going up the middle and taken down again.
Again. Gain of about 2 on this one.
Cougars have shied away from the aerial game tonight.
Right on the carry and 2. 3rd and 7.
Melita in the comments saying she did not expect this tonight. Magna Vista has some good players that she did not know about. Yeah, Hatley's been doing extensive research on the team, and it's Magna Vista is a good football school, and so is Rockingham, but Magna Vista is on a level of its own, and they've got a whole lot of talent and a whole lot of depth and a lot more players, and it's hard to win that way. There's the handoff. Ran into his own man.
Like a loss of 3 on that one.
I think he bounced off the right tackle and was brought back. 7:45 to play in this one.
Well, Adams lost 3 on that one. Back to the original line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. But yeah, Magna Vista, they
yeah, Sam's comment kind of points it out.
Well, Magna Vista, they are always in contention for that Piedmont Region Championship, and they usually go 2 to 3 rounds deep in the playoffs, where they meet up against Lord Botetourt or Staunton, and Lord Botetourt.
Those are
seem
some
to have
fun
their
names.
numbers.
Those are some fun names. I wish we played teams named that. You imagine getting to say, I can't even. What did you just say it again? Lord something.
Lord Botetourt
And Staunton.
and Staunton.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. We need to schedule a game against them. We need to go up there and cover one of their games. Just to say the names.
Yeah, coming into this one, Magna Vista was ranked number 93 overall in the state of Virginia. 4,356th nationally. Last season they finished 9-3, 5-1 in their region. And the year before that, they were a 13-1 football team.
And it's also very hard to know what you're getting when it's Magna Vista's very first game of the year. That handoff, he is taken down before he can reach the line of scrimmage.
No gainer.
6:15 to play. Yeah, but especially in high school football, it's pretty much all speculation until the year starts off. You know which teams are generally going to be good and which ones aren't, but
yeah, for
it's
the
hard to
most
tell.
part, you got your historically good teams who
And they seem to
are
stay
always
historically
competitive,
good.
and they usually stay good. And you may have one come out of the woodwork that surprises you year to year. I look like MJ Scott on the carry.
Didn't go too far.
Gain of about 3.
Gain of 3. Third and about 6.
Any thoughts on the UNC TCU game Monday? I've got TCU.
I mean, honestly, TCU has been a historically tough program.
That question was from Melita, by the way. Oh, throwing into dangerous territory. But I think he made it into the hands
Yeah, it looks like they signaled it a catch.
of his receiver.
Gain of about 6.
See, and now I'm even more confused because the cheerleaders went crazy like it was an interception.
Hey, it was close.
It was, but that's why I'm confused.
Just a couple of years ago, TCU
4th and 1 or
was
2.
Competing for the national championship.
Yes.
They've fallen off a little bit in the last few years, But, college, you got
Up the
Big
middle,
Ten
did he make it?
You got Big Ten and SEC that kind of rule college football.
Well, Carolina's neither, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah, and,
Chapel Hill versus TCU.
they've got Bill Belichick as their coach, and that's a turnover on downs. They did not get it.
Wow, great job by the Rockingham County Cougars. A little bit of momentum there with 3:50 to go. As the offense comes onto the field, tonight's game is brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store, located at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community of Rockingham County, celebrates their 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for fresh ice and local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross is also your niece's sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. What do
And
we
getting back
think
to that,
about Texas? Oh, you can go ahead with the.
Yeah, getting back to our Carolina conversation, I know that Belichick defense will be solid because he is a defensive coach, always has been. The offense is their question mark as far as I'm concerned. And Sam, in the comments, what do we think about Ohio State versus Texas? Ohio State is returning a lot of weapons, and Arch Manning has not faced the type of defense that Ohio State has. I think it's going to be a tough game for Texas.
I've got Texas.
I think
it can go
I
either
think
way.
it's Texas in a close one.
Yeah. Well, I can see it. I can see it either way, and I can also see it being a blowout either way. But it's the first game of the season. I would say Texas just because. Well, that one is brought up the middle for no gain. Julian Sayin is stepping into a big role as well, and he doesn't. We just don't know how he's going to handle the moment. Whereas we know Arch Manning seems to be. He doesn't really seem to feel pressure. Just the way you see how he performs, how he carries himself. So I think that he's going to be cool, calm, and collected, and I think Texas goes in there and grabs the victory. I also think they have more of the hunger factor, as they don't have a ring.
The thing with Arch is he hasn't made any starts against any really big rivalry schools or any really highly ranked schools.
But
so this
Julian
is gonna be
Sayin
his
hasn't
first
either.
huge start in the prime time, big time. And, you know, I think he's ready for it. But, you know, it'll be a big case of will he step up or will he fold?
We'll see what happens. I got Texas winning, though. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Shannon Moore and the team at River Lake Homes, LLC, your hometown realtors in Rockingham County. Local, experienced, trusted. River Lake Homes, LLC represents its real estate clients with integrity and delivers excellent service on the journey to finding your dream home. Serving Rockingham, Guilford, and Alamance counties with over 27 years experience and endless dedication, River Lake Homes ensures your real estate investment is a success. If you're looking to acquire or sell land, residential or commercial properties, you need to look no further than your hometown realtors. River Lake Homes LLC, a believer in local community and serving all of its real estate needs. To learn more about how our agents can best serve you, riverlakehomesllc.com is the place to go. Or you can give them a phone call at 336-772-3221. That's 336-772-3221. For your hometown realtors, River Lake Homes LLC, local, experience. They're trusted across Rockingham County, but not only Rockingham County, but the entire Piedmont Triad. Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom-and-pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and on Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes, and they are ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859. Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. So the time runs out in the hourglass for Rockingham County. A 39-0 defeat at the hands of the Magna Vista Warriors, a powerhouse from Virginia, as Hatley will come up with the player of the game for Rockingham County. Got a couple of defensive candidates, a couple of interceptions, but first we've got the Car Needs of Reedsville scoreboard. For the best full-service auto repair station in the area, visit the team at Car Needs on Scale Street in Reedsville. Car Needs offers new tires, front-end alignments, oil changes, car maintenance, air conditioner repairs, and the option of full or self-service Daytona gasoline. Our experienced mechanics will do a thorough inspection of your vehicle to accurately identify any problems and clearly explain what needs to be done. They'll guarantee each and every repair they perform. They're open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern time, of course, because we are on the East Coast. Car Needs of Reedsville, we appreciate your business and are always available for you. And here comes the Car Needs of Reedsville score updates. If Melita could get us in the comments what's going on with McMichael. We know that Elon and Duke are all knotted up at 10 apiece. In that battle, Duke was heavily favored going into it. NC State still up on East Carolina, 17-7. Boise State down big to South Florida. South Florida is going to knock off the 25th ranked team in the country. They're up 34-7 with 2 minutes to play. In the Big Ten, Rutgers and Ohio are in a knockdown drag-out battle, 34-31. Rutgers with the lead. Minnesota is up on Buffalo 7-0. And over in Over in the Big 12, Jacksonville State and UCF still delayed. University of Texas at Martin 7, Oklahoma State 17, Stephen F. Austin 0, Houston with 10. And finally, with the SEC, only team playing tonight in the SEC is Mizzou, Missouri. 2 seconds to go in the second quarter. They're up big on Central Arkansas, 26-0. That's your college football scoreboard. And the third quarter is starting for McMichael. After the 39-0 final here in the county seat of Wentworth, Rockingham County, North Carolina, Magna Vista with the big victory. And Wilkes Central still up 26-7 on the McMichael Fighting Phoenix. Hatley, you've had some time to decide your player of the game. And that player of the game is brought to you by Tri-State Steel.
Well, your Cougar player of the game tonight, I've got to go with James Thomas. He had some good yardage on kickoff returns, had an interception out there, made some good tackles in the open field, and also had 3 receptions for positive yardage. It was about the only positive yardage that the Cougars had tonight. They got forced into a lot of 3-and-outs, had to punt the ball a lot. Gage Rakestraw, his right leg got a workout tonight. So for the Cougars, I got to go with James Thomas.
And he's a guy who, even when it doesn't show up in the stat sheet, I mean, he's a guy you like to have on your team. He seems like a good moral support type of guy. He seems like a guy who's going to pat you on your head and tell you when you need to do better, but he's also going to comfort you when you screw up on the field. And that's what we saw tonight. James Thomas, he's just a beast. He's not afraid of contact, and he's an incredible piece of this Rockingham County Cougars team. He's the Tri-State Steel player of the game. Tonight's game brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom-and-pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000-square-foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859. Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. Well, thank you guys so much for listening in. 39-0, the final here in Wentworth. Rockingham County falls to Magna Vista of Virginia as they drop to 1-1. Up next for us tomorrow will be at Moorhead, covering Moorhead versus Providence Grove.
Yeah, we got to head down the road to Climax tomorrow night for a 7:30 start. Pre-game show will start at 7.
How far away?
About an hour.
Oh, not that bad. And next up for Rockingham, they'll be traveling to Western Alamance, which is on the western side of Alamance County.
Yeah, out there in Elon.
Speaking of Elon, take down Duke. All right. 39-0 is your final. Thank you guys so much for listening in. We appreciate you, and we also appreciate In-Court Compassionate Care, Circle Drive-In, Tri-State Steel, River Lake Homes, Sandy Cross General Merchandise, and Rockingham Update for making the broadcast possible. We'll see you tomorrow night. Be listening in from Moorhead, Providence Grove, non-conference action as Moorhead looks to notch their first win of the season.
Thanks for listening to our high school football coverage here on RoCo Radio. To find out more about where we will be next week, make sure you head on over to our Facebook page, facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. Follow us on all social media platforms and keep up to date and learn more about local athletes in our community. High school football coverage this 2025 season is brought to you by our friends at Two Rivers Plaza. Rockingham County's premier location for exceptional small businesses is Two Rivers Plaza at 307 West Meadow Road in Eden. Visit the wonderful small businesses there today at Two Rivers Plaza, your premier source for small business services. And Cooler Ice. Looking for a fresh ice and water option that's ready when you are? Cooler Ice is countywide. Find fresh ice and water at Little Caesars Pizza in Mayodan at 6734 and C135 across from Walmart. And visit our local Cooler Ice dispenser at Schul's Home, 1635 Freeway Drive in Reedsville. And for all your ice and water needs, you can also find us at Penrose Car Wash in Reedsville at 1509 South Scales Street or Two Rivers Plaza in Eden at 307 West Meadow Road. Get Cooler Ice, great tasting, fresh ice, available 24/7 at all 4 locations, 16 pounds or 32 pounds, plus premium water by the gallon or 5 gallons. At Cooler Ice, fresh and ready when you are. Our 2025 football coverage is brought to you by Sandy Cross General Merchandise, serving the Sandy Cross community, Rockingham County, and surrounding areas of our beautiful Piedmont Triad since 1988. Rockingham County's community store at 164 Boyd Road in the Sandy Cross community of Rockingham County, celebrating our 36th anniversary. Stop by Sandy Cross General Merchandise for fresh ice and local pure brand gasoline with the cheapest price in Rockingham County for 93 non-ethanol. Sandy Cross General Merchandise is also your niece's sausage headquarters with great value for Rockingham County. To find out more about the Log Cabin Store, visit us on Facebook by searching Sandy Cross General Merchandise. High school football coverage in 2025 is brought to you by Penrose Car Wash, voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County. Penrose Car Wash at 1509 South Scales has been serving the Reedsville and surrounding area for over 50 years. Established in 1970, this popular venue welcomes everyone. Penrose Car Wash, open 24/7, and find us on Facebook celebrating our 55th anniversary. Penrose Car Wash, voted #1 car wash in Rockingham County, 3 years in a row. Football coverage in 2025 is brought to you by Tri-State Steel in Reedsville, distributing quality metals for over 30 years. Our clients range from mom and pop shops and building contractors to large manufacturers and fabricators. Visit us at our 6,000 square foot, fully stocked retail metal superstore at 2513 Richardson Drive, where we can help you meet your homeowner or hobbyist needs. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturday from 8 a.m. till noon. From pipe bollards to square tubing to finger guard material and more, our retail metal superstore has several quality metal products in stock in various sizes and ready to be cut to your exact specifications. Call for a quote at 336-280-4859. That's 336-280-4859. Tri-State Steel, a valued community member. High school football this season is brought to you by Circle Drive-In in Eden, serving the best hot dogs in Rockingham County for over 50 years. Located at 111 Boone Road in Eden, Circle Drive-In is your home for fast and friendly service and an all-American meal. Stop by our old-style drive-in for a delicious cheeseburger, crinkled cut fries, and top your meal off with a milkshake or banana split. Or choose from one of our many menu items, such as buffalo wings, chicken tenders, steak and cheese, the chuck wagon, and so much more. Circle Drive-In, since the 1970s. For good food, stop by Circle Drive-In, 111 Boone Road, near the roundabout. High school football coverage on RoCo Radio this season is brought to you by Ancora Compassionate Care. When life brings tough moments, you don't have to face them alone. Ancora Compassionate Care has been a part of this community since 1987, offering serious illness care, hospice care, and now compassionate support through their counseling center. Their mission is simple: to be a supportive presence for life's journey. That's care you can count on right here at home. Visit AncoraCC.org to learn more about how they can support you. When comfort matters most, ask for Ancora Compassionate Care by name, just as they are a supportive presence for life's journey. Ancora Compassionate Care is proud to support our local football teams on their journey towards successful seasons. High school football coverage on RoCo Radio is brought to you by Shannon Moore and the team at River Lake Homes, LLC, your hometown realtors in Rockingham County. Local, experienced, trusted. River Lake Homes, LLC represents its real estate clients with integrity and delivers excellent service on the journey to finding your dream home. Serving Rockingham, Guilford, and Alamance counties with over 27 years experience and endless dedication, River Lake Homes ensures your real estate investment is a success. Looking to acquire or sell land, residential or commercial properties? Look no further than your hometown realtors, River Lake Homes LLC, a believer in local community and serving all of its real estate needs. To learn more about how our agents can best serve you, visit riverlakehomesllc.com or call 336-772-3221. That's 336-772-3221 for your hometown realtors. River Lake Homes LLC, local, experienced, and trusted across Rockingham County and the entire Piedmont Triad. Thanks for listening to RoCo Radio and RoCoRadio.com. We appreciate your support. To find out more about us and what we do, head on over to our Facebook page. Once again, Facebook.com/Radio Rockingham. On behalf of Jay Ramey and Jonathan Hatley, I'm Joe Dexter. This is RoCo Radio and high school football coverage. Have a great weekend.